What's going on YouTube? My name is Zachary Kramer with Progressive Payment Solutions. Welcome to the PPS Vlog. Today we're going to talk about everything that you need to know about batching for your business. In this video you're going to learn what batching means. You're going to learn about 24-hour or next day funding, and you're going to learn how to access your funds as soon as possible so that you can keep your business going. Let's get started. To begin this video, let's talk about what batching actually is. And it's quite simple. Every single day, your business processes a bunch of transactions. Each time you process a transaction, that doesn't mean the money goes right into your bank account. You have to do something called a batch. A batch is a group of transactions that get sent to the processor to actually be processed. It's like, it could be anywhere from one transaction, it could be all the way up to 1 billion transactions. It depends on when your terminal actually will send that information to the processor. Usually it's at the end of the day. So once the machine or terminal or gateway, whatever you're using, actually batches, that's when those transactions are actually applied by the bank. So typically, as the consumer, you'll see on your report that it's quote unquote pending. Once it's processed or batched, it's not going to be pending anymore, and that usually takes about 24 hours. So once the batch has been completed, the bank processes these transactions, and then they will begin transferring the money from their bank account over to your bank account as the merchant. Here's the biggest question on your mind, I'm sure. It's, when do I actually get the money in my bank account? I've batched. Where is my money?
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
So, let's talk about next day funding. When you apply for your merchant account, you also apply for something called next day funding. Just because you have a merchant account does not mean you are entitled for next day funding. There are various different things that the bank will look at to make sure that they want to give that option to you. It's not always guaranteed. We have a lot of clients that are on 48-hour funding because of either their business type, their credit, the volume. It could be numerous things that the bank rejects next day funding for. However, with that said, you can apply for next day funding at any time. Once you're approved for next day funding, you have to make sure that your terminal or your gateway batches out at the correct time. Every bank has a different cutoff. The most typical is going to be 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. So if you're approved for next day funding and you batch out between those times, the processor will tell you when you need to batch out by. You will receive those funds the next day. Now that you know a little bit more about batching and next day funding, I hope you use this information well. We have an article written about this that goes more in depth. I definitely suggest that you read that. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out quite a bit. And thank you and have a great day.